Cocaine Bear, it's all in the title. There's a bear in the woods of Georgia who consumes an ungodly amount of cocaine and then goes on a killing spree looking for more cocaine.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Banks. Can you smell my farts? That's Chanel, darling, because last week it was Dolce & Gabbana. Breathe those farts in. Oh, my narcissistic nostalgia. Methane. Oh, lovely. Can you sniff it? Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Oh, Elizabeth Banks. We love to rip this woman to shreds here on this channel, don't we? Elizabeth Banks, which is Cockney rhyming slang for wanks. Yes, I'm going to say that because YouTube doesn't view the W word as a very bad word. But let's just go back to one of Liz's finest moments. Remember, she stood on a podium at some women's convention and proudly confessed that Steven Spielberg has never directed an actress in a lead role.
And Jaws and every movie that Steven Spielberg's ever made. And by the way, he's never made a movie with a female lead.
Oh, hang on, what's that?
Sorry,
Is that
Steven.
a toilet I hear flushing?
I don't mean to call your ass out, but
No, not one
true.
of your biggest peers in the movie industry.
The Color
The Color
Purple. Thank you.
Oh,
okay, I'm wrong.
dear. What they call an awkward silence? Yeah, you know that thing in Hamlet, if you fluff your lines, she Macbeth or whatever? Yeah, I think somebody shouted at Macbeth in the audience and then caused her to make this faux pas. I absolutely love it. And of course, why am I talking about Elizabeth Banks today? Because she's got a brand new film, Cocaine Bear, starring the late, great Ray Liotta. I'm probably going to see it. And, what have the reviews have been like? People have been mixed about it. If we go over to Rotten Tomatoes, again, not the barometer for how you should go and see a film, but it might give you a few red flag indicators. So one quote here from the mainstream media says, "It's far from the outrageous horror comedy viewers expected, but it's not unbearable." Get up. Oh, Lisa, did you take cocaine before you watch this film? I certainly hope you did. Rosalie Kicks, Cocaine Bear caused me to feel fatigued, and much like how I used to feel after a hangover. Angered that I did this to myself. Oh, ouch. See, there you go. Pro-feminist, it seems, and she didn't like a woman directing this movie. Other people have said here it's straightforward to a fault. The trailer promised a coked-up bear killing people, and that's exactly what you got. And in fact, what did the audience say about this? My favorite part is when the bear did cocaine, then did more cocaine to come back to life. Okay, well, that's a nice little spoiler, so that's fine. It seems that the audience generally are okay with this movie. It seems that they're pretty fine with it. But of course, you can't escape the activism of Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth, you're someone who puts herself out there in your art and your activism as well.
In fact, some of her co-hosts here on The View, which I like to call Old Bag Central. I know the Americans refer to old bags as old hags, or Coven of Witches. That's probably another way to view it. Interesting that I've never heard Whoopi Goldberg, she's one of the co-hosts, Hearsts, has never called out Liz Banks for her little faux pas about Steven Spielberg. But my God, I mean, how much layers of makeup does this chick have here? Good grief.
But it was great. But the Oscar nominations came out a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I wonder what's going to come up here. Let's just get the captions on here. Let's get the closed captions.
Women were nominated in the directing category.
Oh gee, I wonder why that is. Because I don't know, maybe the films were shit and nobody wanted to go and watch them. Maybe, or people like Viola Davis who felt entitled that her film, directed by Gina Prince Blythewood, should have been nominated because hey, her female director is of black heritage. Wow, whoop-de-doo.
Zero. Well, despite having directed some of the year's most talked about films.
Yeah, the most talked about films which didn't actually ignite the box office. You might not want to skip over that piece of narrative, love, but hey, I don't work for The View.
It was infuriating knowing that from seeing others before you and having done it.
You got talented people like Ann Biederman, who used to work on Southland, then Ray Liotta, a woman who knows a perspective about men and women. But you don't see her getting on a high horse saying, why are you nominating me? I'm a chick. I write really good masculine material. You never hear her. You never hear Catherine Bigelow or Mimi Leader coming out and saying, why aren't we nominated? Do you know why? Or even Michelle McLaren, who directed some of the best episodes of Breaking Bad. You know why? They just get in there, they do their craft, they get paid, they go home to their families, and that's pretty much it. But when you get the old coven of witches sat around Elizabeth Banks just oohing and ahhing at her movie Cocaine Bear, and you just wonder what the hell is wrong with these chicks. I guess they're just overpaid 4K made up women with nothing better to do in their lives. And I've got to leave you with this lasting impression here, actually. So Liz Banks was with this guy called Kevin Polloway, or Polloway, I don't know how you pronounce your name, sorry dude. And she's talking about the Ray Liotta and how fun it was to work with him. It's all really good, and then she said this bit.
So game. I mean, I'm just so grateful that
I thought she was about to say so gay, which would have been all right, actually.
he blessed this movie.
Gay Cocaine
and
Bear.
He trusted me as a director. I've been told in Hollywood, I'm a female director. I wanted to make this has got a lot of action and CGI, and it's a very muscular, masculine kind of a project. And I've been told by people, I don't know if you can direct those things because I don't know if male actors will follow you. And I say to that, when Henry Hill follows you, you can make anything you want.
Wow, so I'm a male actor on the set of an Elizabeth Banks film, and apparently if I don't do what she tells me for a particular scene, that's going to be problematic. O'Shea Jackson, Ice Cube's son, is in the film. I'm pretty sure if he had a problem with Elizabeth Banks, they might have worked it out. Or she may not be able to direct him because he might accuse her of the R word. Do you know where I'm going with this? And yes, Elizabeth Banks directed the Pitch Perfect films. I've never seen them, even though I think Anna Kendrick's really super hot. But it's just this infuriating activism from Liz Banks, which I cannot stand, which the lovey-dovey media seems to be so enamored with. I don't know why. I may go and see Cocaine Bear this weekend or this week. I like Kerry Russell. She still looks great. She still looks au naturel, I think. I don't think she's had any cocaine. I don't think she's had any work done to her face or anything else. I think she's pretty much the same Kerry Russell that I've always known and liked. But Elizabeth Banks, proving once again, you could just make a film, let the audience decide and speak for themselves, rather than on an interview that you don't think people are going to find, but they will, and you said, hey, you know what? I'm a female director making an action movie, but apparently because I'm a female, I can't direct action movies. Again, look at Catherine Bigelow, look at Mimi Leader. Look at those fine women that did some really good action movies. They don't get praised enough about, but hey, and Gail Ann Hurd, one of the most prolific female film producers in Hollywood. And you probably could argue, well, she got a step into the business through James Cameron, but she has gone on to proven that she's a fantastic producer on her own. Now, on that one, folks, if you enjoyed this non-activist piece here, namely yours truly with a cute brown face, make sure you leave a like below. Make sure you slap that subscribe button so hard that you can imagine Liz Banks' face above that. And yeah, just see her head roll down the stairs. That'd be pretty fun. Ugh. This video is brought to you today by Miss Hayley Atwell's breasts, which defy gravity, the universe, and mankind as we know it. And if I were you, and if you were me, and maybe, yes, I'll check you out on the next video.